All right, get my intro. Welcome everybody back to my podcast, Joe versus the World, Day 2. So today I have Mr.
Ergang.
and he is the forensic science teacher. And today we're going to be talking about whatever. So, how did you get into teaching?
Well, I started out as a coach. I like to coach, and you like to spend time with the kids coaching, teaching them about. I coach baseball and basketball. So I enjoyed my time so much with the student athletes that I was like, I'd like to spend more time with them. So I became a teacher. One of the things I love is science. So why not? Then I can love teaching kids about science.
So, would you say that you enjoy teaching kids about science more than basketball and the other sport?
No, I wouldn't say that. I enjoyed coaching a lot. It was fun and enjoyable. With some of the things I like more about coaching was the smaller groups. I got to spend more time with 2 hours at a time with kids, and one of my favorite things about teaching and coaching was just being able to build those relationships with the younger students and trying to be a positive impact on them and steer them towards the right direction.
That's good. That's good. Those are wise words from a good teacher. So, I was wondering about what made you choose to go to Central Michigan University?
Well, Central Michigan actually it was just at the time, I don't know where they're at now. At the time in Michigan, they had the most teachers from any other college were from Central Michigan University, so they had a really good educational program at the time for secondary education to go. So for teachers, so it was well known and a lot of people respected it. So that's why I went there.
Okay. So did you already know that you wanted to do forensic science, or did you not know what type of science you wanted to pursue?
No, I had no idea about forensic science at the time when I was going in. I didn't think that was even an option to do. As anything on forensic science. My actual majors in what we call physical science, and I have it's a general science that covers a lot of different sciences, and I have a biology minor. So I don't have a forensic science degree to teach. But yeah, it was just kind of something somebody said, hey, can you teach this? And I said, sure. And the more I did it, the more I enjoyed it. And I kind of learned along with the students my first few years on what was happening about forensic science.
That makes a lot of sense. That is not what I expected to hear. But so, can you let everybody know why is it so cold in this classroom?
I can't. I wish I did know. Yeah, as you see, we're freezing here. If I actually had my hood on, which if Ms. Bogan came in, she'd probably yell at me. But Ms. Bogan, my room is freezing. I've sent emails out. I wish I knew how to fix it. It's 40, 50 degrees out right now, and cold air. You can feel the cold air being blown in. You can feel
it's
it
very
coming.
cold. I have a coat on right now.
Yeah, and I have multiple layers on. I got this jacket. I got 2 jackets on. And I got my shirt under there, and I got a t-shirt, another t-shirt, a jacket, and another jacket.
Yes, it is very chilly in this classroom. So, do you have any questions for me?
No. I don't know. So what's the reason for the podcast?
Podcast, everybody. The reason that I started this podcast is because there's a lot of crazy stories that I have to tell, and there's a lot of experiences that I've had in life, and I want to share them with people, and I want people to laugh, and I want people to enjoy my stories. So that's why I started the podcast. And I don't have a lot of subscribers right now, but maybe that'll change in the future. And I want to get.
So what are your passions then, Joe? What's your passion? What are you passionate about?
What am I passionate about? Well, I like sports. Like you said, I grew up playing basketball and football, and then later in life, I tried playing tennis, and I actually enjoyed it. So, yeah, that's what I play now in high school. Yeah.
Anything else? Nothing else besides sports? Games? Do gaming?
Yeah, I play video games, but for the most part, I really haven't been playing any games lately. I don't play any video games right now.
Focus on school and homework. Getting your homework done.
Yeah, that part.
Getting caught up on your homework.
Exactly, yeah.
Staying on track, right? Senior year.
Mm-hmm. What would you say is the hardest part about being a teacher?
Oh, man. I I think as a it depends on the teacher. I think as I've aged, things that have become difficult or is left as difficult. Um, so I would say now, sometimes the hardest thing for me is to stay focused on what's important and what's not important.
Right.
So a lot of times in the school process, there's a lot of things that I think maybe as students don't see that go on in decision making and things that are asked the teachers to do and policy changes and things like that
Right.
sometimes get teachers frustrated and they get angry. But in reality, they're minuscule in the grand scheme of things. What's really important, and usually that's like what's important is like what's best for the students, and my day-to-day activities with you guys and my relationship with you guys is actually what's important. And try not to get bogged down in the small stuff is really what I'm trying to say. You know, a lot of times we get bogged down in the small things and lose focus on what's important. So.
Well, that is some good information right there. And my last question for you is, do you like how long the announcements are in the morning?
It doesn't bother me. Yeah, sometimes today was a little bit odd when they had to redo them, but
Yeah.
things happen. Like, again, don't get bogged down in small stuff. Sometimes little things will happen. You gotta roll with the punches sometimes.
Okay. And if you had to give one word to the people that are watching, what would you give to them?
One word. Let me think. One of my favorite quotes. Okay, this is for Joe. I'm on Joe a lot. I'm getting this stuff done, staying on task. It's from John Wooden. I believe the quote goes something like this: "Nothing worthwhile or lasting comes from little or no hard work."
Well, there you have it, folks. You heard it from the man himself. And that is it for today's podcast. Everybody have a great day.